Welcome everyone to the package team quad planning meeting for March the 23rd, 2021, question mark. We're going to run the board today, have a look at where we're at. And I'm going to share my screen if that's okay with everyone. Let me make sure I have this in a good spot. Okay. Okay, so we just kicked off our 1311 milestone. So I have, oops, that was not helpful. That's better. I kicked off our 1311 milestone. I'm going to walk through here. So I think if I focus down on the P1s, that will be helpful. Nope. There we go. Okay, I don't know what's happening. My computer, it doesn't like me today. We're running a bit late because I was trying to figure out how to record because it wouldn't let me do that. All right, so we've got 1311 package P1. But I think we have a several in progress here. But the open items are Tesla online garbage collection on pre-prod, weight of 3. Okay, okay. So I'm kind of scanning the weight of the items and the number of items. Oh, we can't look at that one. Go away. Yeah, that one's confidential. And that one's already open somewhere else. All right. Package active. I mean, I know we just started, but you've been working on this for a minute, right, David?
Yep.
Okay. I think at this point, Tim, are you concerned about any of the, I think this one is one of the risky ones, I suppose, the testing one. Are you concerned about any of the items that we have, Tim?
I haven't started with this issue. I mean, it was half done because there was the prioritization for the container registry test and pre-prod, which is now in review. So this should be starting soon, and I will update it there as an async update.
Yeah, no worries, Sophia. I was like looking at our milestone and I'm trying to figure out what our best use of time is now. So thank you for that. I appreciate the explanation. Tim, what were you going to say?
I mean, we just started the milestones. I don't have any concerns yet. I think the one area that maybe needs some attention from me and then probably from the team is thinking about enabling the cleanup policies for some GitLab internal projects and for large repositories. That's not a P1 here, but that's one thing that I know I need to move on. But everything else I think is moving nicely, unless there's some delay on the pre-prod environment that I'm not aware of.
Okay.
We are, I think, I'm not sure if I pinged you, Tim, or we're going to sync after this meeting, but we have a few things that prevent running tests in pre-prod, which we'll raise already for infrastructure and delivery team. If those things, which I think they are fairly easy to get done, we have all the tests ready to be promoted and to be run into pre-prod.
Okay, I could follow up on that ping too, just because every day costs us a little bit. So I'll follow up on that today.
Which issue in the work milestone planning is it, Tim?
These are the number 2 and 3.
Ah, got it. Okay. Yeah, so that was that first one I looked at there. And then what did I do with it? Yeah, okay. And that was the other one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Okay. So at the moment, we can't really tell if there's anything drastic going on. Does Steve or David, do you have any concerns about what we have scheduled? I know I was a little bit suspicious of how much we had scheduled for 1311. It looks like you're making reasonable progress already, but worth checking in on.
To
Have any
me,
concerns overall? Sorry, David.
to me, if there is something that could slip, perhaps it would be the investigation for Nugget, because it could take a while and we didn't start on it, and I guess we are already on several tasks, so it will not be started before a few days. So that could be delayed. It's the third item on the open column.
Thank you. I'm not sure why I'm struggling with tabs today. I guess I haven't finished my coffee.
It's not this one. It's on the open column.
Open column, you said. I apologize. This
one.
This one.
Exactly.
Got it. I can't tab this morning, apparently. I don't know how to. I'm glad you're able to guide me through that. I appreciate it. Okay. Oh yeah, we talked about this one already. So I think from my perspective, based on this, we've got this one that we're a little concerned about. We added the health status, whatever, accents, whatever. We added at risk a little while ago, and I'm sort of trying to do that when we're like, hey, this thing, we think this will be fine, but if there's any concerns about it, maybe we could use the health status, or I will. I'm just kind of thinking about a way to mark it as being needs attention or at risk. So cool. I feel like this one is fairly important. Didn't we get a fair amount of attention on this one? Not a heap.
Not so much, but there is a customer on there that is trying to move from Artifactory to GitLab, and they're blocked by this. So it's but it's not our most popular issue. So if this slips compared to the other ones that David is working on, I think that's okay.
Okay. Yeah, all right. I think this looks good, question mark. Nico, any concerns from you?
Nope.
All righty. Do you have suggestions? Is there anything you want to discuss, Tim or Sophia or Ian?
I was just wondering if we should start to cover some of the design and product tasks in here as well. I know right now this is really focused on the development workflow, but with Ian coming back full time, and I usually have a couple of issues assigned to me, should we also plan to go through a different board?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's supposed to be quad planning, so.
Okay, let's see. We could pull up the milestone planning issue.
I don't even know where I lost it. I'm not good at things this morning. Sorry, everybody.
I could share my screen.
I wanted to add one other thought with this. No, I'm the one that can't think right. The planning that we're doing. When it comes to the milestones, like I know that we just released yesterday, and like in terms of product, we started 13.11 today. Like I think the development of 1311 started about a week ago. So with these planning meetings, we might want to consider like starting to look at the 1311 items 1 week before the beginning, if that makes sense. Or when we go to 14.0, like start looking at that like a week before the 22nd, because that's when most likely development work will start.
Yeah, I mean, historically, I don't know, when this sort of came out of Tim and I used to meet sort of every week and sort of skim through the milestone and see where we're at each week. And that would give it a little bit more of a burn down feel for looking at how we're progressing through the milestone. So I think you're right. I'm not sure this is useful first day of the milestone to be like, where are we at? Kind of like right at the beginning is where we're at, you know, so that makes sense. I'm making fun.
Well, no, I'm saying we should have started this a week ago.
Well, we did review all of the items. We did click through them all, I think.
Okay. Yeah, I don't recall.
Yeah. Anyway, go ahead, Tim.
Yeah.
You're right, Steve. Happy to take the feedback. Thank you.
One thing I was going to suggest that we could do is just look at there's a few issues left over in 1310. We could think if these are ready to close. It looks like most of them are. This one, that's confidential. Sorry. Stop sharing for a second. Jam this video. But yeah, like there's a couple of issues in there, like that one bug. I think that can be moved to close. So that could be another area of discussion that we have. So Haley,
those are assigned to peeps already though, right?
They're assigned, right? But they're not closed. I think.
Yeah, I can follow up with that. That we should just follow up in the issue though. I don't think it needs to have a sync conversation. Just sort of ping the person async and let them close it or do what they need to. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. So the other issue I was going to share is just we can go over the design issues quick. Let's see if I could not pull up anything confidential here. Okay, so from let's see, design work. So Ian, we have a few design issues that are in progress or planned. Did these look okay?
Yeah, they all look pretty good. The only one that even raises the flag at all is the last one, the design a way to bring together container scanning and the container registry. I was sick right when we were starting that conversation with defense, and so things kind of fell and needed to be recovered. My concern is that we're in the same place we were last time we had this conversation with Nicole and when they joined the Think Big, that everyone wants to make this connection, but technically we just aren't quite there yet. So that's the only one where I'm not sure how valuable it is yet, but that's an ongoing conversation. So we'll see how that goes.
Okay.
Is there anything we can help with that, Ian?
I bet there is. I have to go back and review it a little more formally. But that was kind of the sentiment I picked up while I was out of the office. And so that's just a concern that we're going to put in design effort and then another 6 months, the design will expire and it hasn't moved yet. That's the only kind of red flag I wanted to bring up.
And that makes sense because a big reason we wanted the design was to be able to show our vision, and we have some designs that communicate that already because we have some things that are put together. So I think that's okay being the fourth priority for sure.
I'm also planning on pushing back to Andy a little bit on the design side of theirs. So it's like we as the package registry are not the hub of where you get your security information. We're just letting you know this tag or this package had something, and then go check out security. So our design needs are pretty small on that level as well.
Cool. Sophia, anything you want to bring up? I know you mentioned that you were just getting started on some of those tests. Is there anything else that we should be helping you with?
Yeah, the focus for the tests is actually, it's pretty much the one that is reflected in the milestone and help testing with the container registry and pre-prod. This is the priority, and then other things that we're going to be doing this milestone are not there. They are, for example, risk mapping and conversations we're gonna from there, some issues can be created, but this is not there in the milestone yet.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you. I just wanted to make sure there wasn't anything you needed some help with. That's all. Cool. Any other concerns peeps have? All right. Thank you everyone for putting up with my slight not functionalness in the call. I apologize. Thanks for helping me out. I really appreciate it. And having said that, thanks everyone for following along at home, and I hope everyone has a great day. I'm going to